keys to the game. All right, so Clark, taking a look at the Bucks,
And
what's going
we're
to be the key
back
for
with
them?
Well, they got to find a way to
IMEM.
get some points on the board, Kevin, and their scoring is down significantly. They've got to find a way to get their offense on track if they're going to shake out of this slump.
All right, Clark, on the other side, how about Phoenix? What's the key for them?
Well, in Amari Stoudemire, you have not only
Here's Calderon. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Now, here's Nash. Against Miami, he was really on his game. The tray scores the opening field goal.
Steve Nash out of British Columbia. Not a hotbed for basketball talent, but he certainly is the cream of the crop. One of the very best at running a team, dropping dimes, scoring the ball from the three-point line, and an excellent free throw shooter to boot. This guy continues to get better with age, like fine wine. He's awesome as he ages.
Kept alive to the outside. Calderon, no good.
That was a blown assignment by the defense, but he let him off the hook.
Here's Hill. Scooped up to Barbosa for three. Shot's good.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Calderon. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
They're struggling to find their range at the start of this game.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And here is Hill, averaging 9 points per contest. And it heads out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. Now here's Nash. His last outing with 20 points. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Barbosa. The shot, no good. And the Bucks going the other way right now. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
Yep, they'll see them twice this season, so not a lot of face time with these guys.
On defense, the Suns. And here is Thomas. Michael Leonard's on the wing. And the people do like to see these interconference battles.
Oh, I agree with you, Kevin. Definitely in some sports you don't get to play all the other teams on your home court, so the fans love coming out for these.
Now here's Nash, averaging 16 points a game. Five on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Michael Red.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Gets them both. And here are the Bucks now. They trail by 6. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I know they were hoping for a bigger output from one player in particular. But, you know, it shows you how much they rely on certain guys having big games. In some matchups, that makes all the difference.
So it's Milwaukee. 6-point game. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Red. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
For the alley-oop. Richardson no luck.
Oh, nice idea there. I think he lost his grip at the finish.
And Mbute, baseline, kept alive. Calderon cans the three. And here is Hill. Bounce pass to Richardson. Phoenix turns it over. Will go the other way. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. We'll take a look at the Hawks. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And checking out Milwaukee, way down below. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. You take a look at Amari Stoudemire, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
Field goal percentage is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here, I tell you what, not only does he make a high percentage of his shots, but he takes good shots on a regular basis.
So it's Milwaukee. And here are the Bucks now. The pass cut off by Barbosa. Here's Richardson.
Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
Here comes Calderon. The Suns have taken the early lead.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
And we end an exciting first quarter. The score, 15-9. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Now Calderon, averaging 8 points a game. Here's what's going on tomorrow night. We'll see Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers as they take on the Spurs at the AT&T Center. Things get underway at 7:30 Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one. You're right.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Richardson, scooped up. Barbosa. Man, he's off from three.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Here's Shorty, nails it from close range. Now here's Nash. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
It's stolen by Shorty.
Outstanding jump on the ball, Kevin.
Leads him in. Here is Mbute, and it's tied up. Nice shot by the two-year man out of UCLA. Now here's Nash. The runner over Mbute. Kept alive. Hill lays it right in.
Snares the offensive rebound and sends it home.
Here's Shorty. Connects from in close. He's got 6.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
Here's Nash. A missed 3.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Red misses.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look. Come around, come around!
Barbosa can't get it to fall from downtown. We've got a tie ball game on our hands. Dumps it off. And here is Red. Over Nash. Red's shot is right there.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfect.
Timeout called, the Suns. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Taking a look at Phoenix. 4th in scoring and a fun team to watch.
They score the ball so well and so quickly because they play with great freedom. I mean, everybody is confident in each other. They know the coaches are giving them the green light. As long as it's a good shot, you're free to take it at any time. And that's how they play. Full throttle all the time with a lot of freedom.
Now here's Nash, following the miss by Nash from deep.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
And coming up this Friday, we'll be in the Phillips Arena to see the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be playing host to the visiting Phoenix Suns. Start time, 7:30 Eastern.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. So it's...
The vertical game is in full effect. Look out below.
Right wing. Calderon, that's good.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
The Suns trailing. Here's Stoudemire. Gets in close. Lays it right in.
Hold on, champ. All right, chat that lock.
And they narrow the gap to 2.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Shorty to the left block. Here is Mbamute. And the rebound goes to Nash. And it's Phoenix's ball. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Barbosa with it. He's got 8. To Barbosa. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Michael Ray.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Barbosa with it.
Last
game we saw him pour in 22. Richardson lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. And we're all tied up at 23.
Way to distribute the basketball.
So it's Milwaukee now. 53 seconds left in the second. Here's Red. The shot misses. And Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Richardson. Does not get the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks could opt for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession. Calderon hits the 15-footer. 7 points in the game.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there. They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Here's Barbosa. Pockets the 3-ball.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Here comes Calderon. Here's Shorty. Misses the buzzer beater.
This has been a fast-paced game, Kevin.
Yeah, both teams are lighting up the scoreboard. And that concludes the first half. The score, 26-25. Now it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. The Suns have been stroking it from three-point land.
Well, if they keep throwing daggers in the second half, they'll be in the driver's seat. No question about that.
Kurt Thomas has started off well.
Kevin, it's pretty clear that he means business. I mean, he's focused, he's giving excellent effort, and he's really locked in on winning this ball game.
Welcome, everyone. The second half of this 2K Sports NBA presentation getting underway. We've got quite a battle going on in this one. Now Calderon, 7 points in the game. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Look at the Lakers, best team in the conference, really having a nice season and looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And of course, Phoenix, 10 games behind. And here is Thomas. In close from short range. Red's shot is right there. Now here's Nash. They trail by 1. Now Calderon. To 0. Peaches. Michael Renner's on the wing.
Gets it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Barbosa with it. About 3.5 minutes left in the third. Nash. It's hauled in by Michael Red.
They come out here in the third, ice cold.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Ward, and Barbosa pulls it down. It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. The alley-oop, trying to convert on the alley-oop, but snatched away. Here's Shorty, finish off the break. 8 points for him.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Nash, no luck, and it's Milwaukee the other way. And here is Red, working on Stoudemire. Throws it up. Great D. And here we go with Steve Nash. Here's Nash. Sinks the open shot.
His shooting so far has been a bit spotty, so hopefully that's a sign that he's back on track.
Here's Shorty. Stoudemire grabs it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Into Stoudemire. Buries the teardrop layup. 6 points for him.
Gorgeous layup there. Graceful move to the basket.
Calderon kept alive. It's picked off by Lopez.
Good anticipation for the steal.
Here's Barbosa. Can't take the lead. The Bucks clinging to a small lead.
They could use a basket here, Kevin. It's getting close.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Stoudemire.
The defense anticipated the kick out the whole time.
Barbosa leaps for the ball. The Suns touched it last. A lot of time games are decided at the line. So let's check out the NBA leaders in that category. You take a look at Calderon, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
He's the guy you want shooting free throws late in the ball game. I mean, he's almost automatic. And when you're a coach with a player like him at the foul line, you feel very comfortable.
Now Calderon. He's got 7.
Oh, man. That shot looked like a sure thing, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
And Phoenix has possession. About 3.5 minutes left in the fourth. Dumps it off. Here's Bell. Rips the core.
He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
The Suns trail. Kick out. On the wing, Jason Richardson. And here are the Bucks now. It's a 5-point game. To Petrus. Let's loose for three. That's good.
Boy, they're really trying to throw dirt on him with the three-point shot here in this second half. And if you're making them, you can put a team away in a hurry. But if you're not, you've got to go to the next option.
The Suns will call a full timeout. They trail by 8. 2:36 left in the game. Cheryl, what do you have?
Well, I had a moment to speak with the head coach of the Suns. He wants them to post up more. He thinks they can take advantage down there. Let's see if he's right. Guys?
Okay, thanks. Now, Stoudemire. 13 points in the game. Thomas is on it. Amari with 1 on the clock, and that one's good. Sweet touch by the 8-year veteran out of Cypress Creek High School. Here comes Calderon. 7 points in the game. Shorty buries the short-range jumper.
No question that they've been the better offensive team so far. The execution has been flawless.
Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Nash. Nails the easy jumper. He's shooting 25% from deep. Here's Milwaukee now. 6-point lead. Here is Mbamute. Kept alive. Calderon hits the tray.
They're getting open looks now and knocking them down after struggling a bit in the first half. I mean, that just comes from understanding who you are and what you do. Stay with your game plan.
Now here's Nash. 7 points in the game. Here's Barbosa. A quick shot. Good.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Stolen away by Hill.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. Tough sequence there.
Here's Barbosa. And Mbamute has it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Shorty drops it in from 12 feet.
I think they've sealed this one. Not enough time left to mount a comeback.
Barbosa with it. He's got 13. Here's Hill with the floater. Can't get it to go. And the Bucks going the other way right now. The Bucks should slow it down here and use some clock.
He should leave those long bomb passes alone.
Now here's Nash. In close range, the bucket is good. Another chance for one more. Good for the three-point play. Now Calderon. 10 points for him. The Suns will go for the intentional foul. The Bucks have a chance to put this one out of reach.
He saved an easy bucket there with the foul. He'll make them earn them at the line.
Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ballgame. The Suns call timeout here and take their last 22nd timeout. They're losing by 8. 31 seconds left in the game. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Well, they say it's not over till the fat lady sings, but she's sure warming up those vocal cords right now. Even quick points and an intentional foul would have a hard time saving them now.
Now here's Nash. He's got 10. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Nash. Barbosa. Off the mark with the 3-ball. Here comes Calderon.
Bro.
The Bucks win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Suns 56-48.
I wanted the ball, y'all.
Shorty is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is still scoring, and anytime you score that many points, you're getting.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
That was an absolutely pathetic game of ball. I've got to say, I was very unimpressed with the amount of time that you held onto the ball tonight. Your teammates are there to help you, and vice versa. In short, don't be a ball hog. Next up, let's talk about your poor passing decisions. You were making bad passes left and right, one after the other. You need to learn when it's safe to make a pass and when it's not. This game proved you're not quite there yet. For your sake, I hope you actually learn from your mistakes.
Man.
Let's check out the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. All right, so Clark, taking a look at the Bucks, what's going to be the key for them?
They need to keep an eye on how Greg Oden is going. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards, so you've got to get into him and deny him prime position inside.
Well, Clark, what about Portland? What's the key for them?
Andre Miller, a pure point who can set the table for others. Also, for a guard, he's got an excellent post and mid-range game.
We'll see how it pans out. Thanks, Clark. Here's Roy. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Warwick inside, going away on him. The turnaround Jay, no good. And the Blazers the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
The job they did on the offensive side of the ball was excellent. Actually, it was great. They took care of every possession, getting a good distribution of their shooters, got a nice flow at the offensive end, and had their shooters, their key shooters, in a good rhythm early on.
Shots good from Mba Amute. Here's Roy. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Here's Roy. The shot misses. And the Bucks going the other way right now. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
One thing you started to see shape up was how well they were shooting from the field. And I think that's always a function of ball movement and shot selection. They are tough to beat when they shoot with that confidence.
And here are the Trailblazers. This is the second time they've matched up against Milwaukee.
Well, free throw shooting cost them the last game between these two. Free throws are supposed to be free, Kevin. That's why they call them that. They're giving them to you, but you've got to take them and make them count.
And here is Oden, averaging 8 points a game. With 1 on the clock, finishes with the soft touch.
He's typically not the first or even the second option on offense, but you need your role players to hit shots when they're called upon.
Petrus with it, covered by Outlaw, to the top of the key. Calderon, that's good. There's really no excuse. I don't know how many times we've seen it, especially when, Clark, it's time for the playoffs. The winners usually make their free throws.
It's elementary, Watson. Make your free throws when you get them. Everyone needs to take their time, get into their routine, and fundamentally execute the free throw shot.
It's Kevin, not Watson.
Okay, well, Kevin Watson.
Hey, I like it. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. A lot of time, games are decided at the line. So let's check out the NBA leaders in that category. You take a look at Calderon, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
He's the guy you want shooting free throws late in the ball game. I mean, he's almost automatic. And when you're a coach with a player like him at the foul line, you feel very comfortable.
Elson kisses it off the glass and in.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
We're finna get back into it. Here we go.
Here's Outlaw. The shot, no good. And it's Milwaukee the other way. The Bucks going with a new group. 1:57 left in the first. Screen by Villanueva. To Villanueva. Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
Charlie Villanueva, Kevin, has a kind of a unique name, but a very versatile and talented game. I mean, this guy on offense can give it to you a number of ways. He's a tough matchup. I mean, he's 6'9" and can step out and knock down the three. He's agile and mobile. He can get to the rim. Offensively, he's a challenge. The question is, can he maintain consistency in producing points and rebounds and then continue to improve at the defensive end of the floor? This guy has a nice package. Terrific pick to set up that basket. The little things are the big things, and they can always make a difference.
And here are the Bucks now. Mbamute backs down with the fadeaway. Shot no good. And the Blazers the other way. Miller. Villanueva with it over Thomas. It's blocked. On offense here, the Bucks. Here's Shorty from short range. Oden corrals the miss off the defensive glass. It's tipped. And here is Oden, guarded by Red. Outlaw nets it from the wing. So it's Milwaukee.
Outstanding jump on the ball, Kevin.
No luck. The Blazers with the narrow lead.
They're playing great basketball. Everybody's on the same page. They're focused and intense.
We've got a tight one at the end of one. It's 10-8. Okay, here we go. The start of the second quarter. We've got a close contest in this one.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted.
Now Calderon. Last game he had 10 points. And next Tuesday you'll want to tune in. We'll be watching the Raptors playing on the road as they make the trip to Cleveland to play the Cavaliers. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. You're right. So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Bucks. The handoff to Oden. Mbamute snatches it inside. Tie ball game. Down low, here's Red. Drains it from short range.
Way to distribute the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. we grind through the season, let's see how the West is shaping up. Look at the Lakers, best team in the conference, really having a nice season and looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And of course, the Trailblazers, they're 7th best right now in the conference. Here's Miller. 8 points his last outing. Here's Outlaw. Trains it from just inside the three-point line. He's got 6.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
And Mbah-a-Moute kept alive. Tipped.
Not the right time to throw that entry pass there, Kevin.
So it's Portland now. Here's Miller from close range. Gets the lay-in. Nice bucket by the 11th-year veteran out of Utah. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And as we get a break, let's take a look at some of the scores from last night's games. Out in Charlotte, the Bobcats pick up the win as the Rockets lose. The Lakers pick up a road win. San Antonio Spurs going down. Good game for the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum as the Los Angeles Clippers are defeated. And back to the game we go. Portland leading. The break is on. Outlaw backs in. Here's Miller. Yes, from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And there he goes. He didn't get a 3 in the first, but starting to look for it here.
And coming up this Friday, we'll be in the Phillips Arena to see the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be playing host to the visiting Phoenix Suns. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Jams it in.
Kevin, they're fighting extremely hard right here. Bit by bit, just trying to pull away.
Here's Shorty. Tipped. Great play by Odin. The Blazers on a roll, looking to extend their run. Dunked in by Roy.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
And here are the Bucks now. 9-point game. Red, covered by Outlaw. Shoots from the post. Connects on the baseline jumper.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Here's Miller. He's got 5. Here's Outlaw. It's hauled in by Michael Red. The Bucks trail. Red, easy shot, a little long, but it goes in. 6 points for him.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Miller. The gorgeous reverse.
Well, everybody's trying to do it one-on-one defensively. I'm not seeing much help defense out there at all. You've got to play together at the defensive end of the floor. You have to if you're going to try to win. Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfect.
The dump off to Miller. Leads him with the pass. The steal by Calderon. On offense here, the Bucks trailing by 5. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip. And here is Odin after the miss by Milwaukee. Into Greg Oden. High post. Here's Villanueva. The shot is off. And it's Milwaukee the other way.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Here's Miller. 7 points in the game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Please tune in this Martin Luther King Day. It'll be the Dallas Mavericks playing on the road as they make the trip to Boston to face the Celtics. It's set to get going at 8 o'clock Eastern.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. And I agree, not only matching up off the glass, but in scoring as well.
Yeah, and sometimes it really comes down to maybe 3 or 4 possessions, a couple of consecutive second chance opportunities, maybe a couple of stops. That ends up maybe perhaps making the difference, Kevin.
Here is Mbah-a-Moute, and it's Miller with the rebound.
In the best of circumstances, that's going to be a tough shot for him, and that was not the best of circumstances.
Roy misses the buzzer beater.
The Blazers have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 25-20. Let's go to the T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. The Blazers have built their lead on a solid offensive effort.
Yeah, if they continue to score like this, it's hard to see them.
Start of the third quarter here. We've got a close one for you. Glad you could join us as we get underway. Now Calderon, averaging 8 points a game. Hands it off to Red. Here is Mbamute. It's hauled in by Villanueva. And here are the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here is Oden. He's guarded by Calderon. Gets in close. Shot's good from Oden.
Wow, I think he shocked him there, Kevin. Not the guy you expect to hurt you in the post.
Now Calderon. Here's Red. Yes, and the foul. They get Charlie Villanueva.
Red. Shooting.
He completes the three-point play.
Boy, Kevin, M. Red has a unique release, but he's worked hard at it. It's a quick trigger, and it's really...
Here's Miller. He's got 7. Outlaw inside. Stolen by Mbamute.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Red's shot is right there. Here's Miller, averaging 14 points a game.
Stay there.
Oden in close, lays it right in. He's got 8.
So far, looking good. Actually looking marvelous. They hit them all to start the second half.
Here's Ward, rips it down with one hand.
Too easy, far too easy.
Here's Roy. He's got 6. Screen by Villanueva. Five on the shot clock. 2 out. Nails it from the wing. They're leading 33-27. And here are the Bucks now. 6-point game. Shorty covered by Miller. Thomas inside. He's against Oden. Thomas, that's good.
Yeah, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
To Roy for 3. Kept alive. And here is Oden working on Warwick. Outlaw to Oden. Outside. Here's Roy. Drains it for 3. He's got 9.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
Warwick from inside. Graceful finish. Sweet touch by the 5th-year veteran out of Syracuse. Now a timeout called by Portland. Breaking the actions right now, let's take a look at how the standings are looking out east after half the season has been played. Take a look at the Hawks. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference.
Keep
And of
doing a
course, the
nigga like
Bucks,
this.
more than a few spots below. Here's Roy.
I just want us to know we
9
not
points in
making
the
a
game
play.
so far. Here's Oden. Hits the jumper. He's got 10.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Hands it off. 5 on the shot clock. The handoff to Petrus. Here's Shorty with the clock winding down. Lays it right in.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
Here's Miller. He has 7. Kick out, perimeter. Here's Miller. To Fernandez. Buries the corner jumper.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Mba Abute. Shorty. No good. And the Trailblazers going now the other way. 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Oden. Here's Roy. It's in for 3. He's got 12.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Here's Shorty. Nails the buzzer beater.
Oh my goodness, what a shot, just in the nick of time. Money time.
We've reached the
What's
end of
wrong
the third.
with him?
Here's Miller. Roy gets in close, finishes with the soft touch. He's shooting 40% from downtown. And here is Red, covered by Outlaw. To 0. 6 seconds to shoot. To the corner. Here's Shorty. Can't get it to fall from downtown. Here comes Miller. It's a 10-point game. Here's Roy. Lays it in. Sweet time
He
to
be
lead
doing
into
these
the
like
rack.
30, bro.
Well, he's not a premier scorer, but he's contributed big time on the offensive end today.
To 0. Kept alive. Mba Abute. Good with the wide open shot.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
And here is Outlaw. Six seconds to shoot. Roy misses everything with the triple. On offense here, the Bucks trailing by 10. Deflects the pass. Here's Thomas. The shot is off, and the Blazers the other way.
There's another giveaway for him now. You know he didn't have a single turnover in the first half.
Here's Miller. 7 points in the game. Here's Roy. Buries the short-range jumper. And Clark, you're right. What has happened, he has lost his concentration. Has the defense figured him out?
I think that's part of it, but I think it's both things. It's concentration lapse, and it's also the defense doing a better job of making him uncomfortable. And Those are two things that he's just going to have to work through, and I think he can handle.
He does not have a lot of breathing space.
No, he doesn't.
It's off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. And here is Odin. 10 points for him. Outlaw. Roy leads the game in assists.
He detected the early opening there and took advantage. That's a smart decision.
Shorty, right wing. Fade away. Scooped up. Here's Shorty. Arcs it high. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two. They get Greg Oden.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Good on number 2. Here's Roy. 18 points for him. Dumps it off to Miller. And by Villanueva. Here's Miller. Connects off the screen.
He'll make that shot all game long. The defense has got to get over the top of that.
The Bucks will call a full timeout. They're behind by 13. 1:52 left to the fourth. Over to you, Cheryl.
Well, I had a moment to speak with Nate McMillan, coach of the Trailblazers. He told his team that he wants them taking more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. He's giving them the green light. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Here's Roy, following the bucket by the Bucks. High post. Odin inside. Thomas is on him. Shot by Odin is no good. And here are the Bucks now. 11-point game. To Mba'amute. The Bucks with the turnover.
The line's there for a reason, young fella. Stay in the game.
Milwaukee is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
Here's Miller. He's got 9. Outlaw backs him down. From 11 feet away. Can't hit. And the Bucks going the other way right now. Red. Now Mba'amute. Stolen away by the Blazers.
They certainly haven't been very good here in the quarter in regards to protecting the ball.
Villanueva with it. Averaging 9 points per contest. Roy gets the bucket. Now Calderon. It's a 13-point game. And yeah, for turnovers, they have 3 already this quarter.
And that's a lot of missed chances, partner. And it's the same thing. Those 3 opportunities can mean a 10, 12-point swing in score differential. Each basket they make after you hand it over, it's also a chance you didn't have to score yourself.
And here are the Bucks now. Calderon unable to get his shot to go.
Less than a minute remaining now. Looks like this one's all but done, Kev.
Red frames the open jumper.
He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
And here comes Roy. 20 points for him. The Blazers walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Bucks 55-45. For his steady play, Brandon Roy is our Jordan Brand player of the game.
He came up big in the fourth. Down the stretch, when some players get tired, that's when he really made his mark.